Hi everyone, my name is Richard Santoro and I welcome you to Third and Zen, the YouTube channel where every week I'm sharing a spiritual message to nourish ourselves, heart, mind, body, and soul. First, thanks for stopping by the channel. Thanks for checking out today's video. I do hope this video finds you doing well. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I know that this week is so weird, isn't it? The week between Christmas and New Year's. So if it's been a challenging week, for the holidays in general, or just because the wonkiness of this week, be kind to yourself, be patient, put no expectations on yourself, and give yourself lots of grace. Maybe we give each other lots of grace too. So either way, I hope that you're doing okay. Again, thanks for being here. If you feel like liking, subscribing, sharing, all that fun stuff, I do appreciate it. Either way, thank you for you. With that being said, let's take a nice deep breath. Take a moment and just allow yourself to just sit, just be, simply be. Maybe soften your posture, soften yourself into your chair or wherever you are. Release any tension you're holding in your shoulders, your face, your brow, your jaw. And just take a moment, take a breath. I don't know if you could hear the sound of the rain. It's relaxing. And with that being said, let's get started with today's message, shall we? So, almost a couple of weeks ago, on the Wednesday before Christmas Day, I went to my church, and the pastor that's there, this wonderful pastor, she's a great pastor, and she has a Wednesday afternoon prayer service. If you're in the area, the Babylon United Methodist Church, 12:30s on Wednesdays, prayer service, half hour. It's wonderful. It's on Facebook too. So Facebook Live, it's shown on Facebook, so if you can't attend. So I went to this prayer service, long story short. Went to the prayer service, and in the course of the prayer service, which again was wonderful, the pastor was reading from Psalm 30, and she came at it from a couple of different awesome meditative prayerful angles. And at one point she read a passage of it, and I'll quickly read the passage. She read this passage, and I'll give the instruction that she did. What she said was, as I'm reading it, and we were in this nice prayerful meditative state, she said, as I read it, focus on each word, and then maybe focus on one word, what sticks out to you. I'm sort of paraphrasing, and I apologize if Pastor Boyer, if I got the instruction she gave us wrong, but that's what I heard. That's what landed for me. So the passage that she read was, "Sing praises to the Lord, O you God's saints, and give thanks to God's holy name. For God's anger is but for a moment, but God's favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning." Now, this was pre-Christmas. This was the last week of Advent, and joy was a focus in this prayer service. But what landed for me, what stopped me in my tracks, what I took in that meditative moment, the word that grabbed me, was the word mourning. It wasn't joy. It wasn't all the other things. It was mourning. That's what stopped me. That's what landed for me. That's what resonated for me. Maybe it's because it was the last word of the reading. I don't know. That could be it. But I like to think and trust that it was the Spirit. Either way, that's what landed for me. Mourning, the idea, it stopped me and it stayed with me. And that's what I want to talk about a little bit today. Obviously, I love mornings. I love the thought, the idea, the concept, and the reality of mornings. I love everything about a morning in general. For me, a morning it's a new start. It's a new start to the day, every single day, no matter what. It's a new start, and I welcome that. I welcome that so much. Maybe the day before, the night before, I wasn't the best version of myself, or I didn't have the best day, or things didn't go as planned, or just it's a day I'd like to leave behind, or whatever it might be. I'm so grateful for the idea of a restart, a fresh start, a gift of a new day. It's a chance to do better, a chance to be better, a chance to let a new day just completely unfold and whatever takes place. The past is gone. right now, in this moment, for all of us. The past is gone, and the future does not belong to us. It isn't ours, but the present moment, that's what's ours. That's where life exists. And the idea, the concept, the reality of the morning, it's wonderfully emblematic of the present moment and all that a present moment holds. As the great philosopher and teacher Thich Nhat Hanh says, the divine moment is the present moment. The divine moment is the present moment. And that's what morning means to me. I love morning so much. They're a new day, a new start, a new gift, a refreshing restart, and totally emblematic of the mindful present moment. So I love mornings, and that's what stuck with me. I love that mornings go from dark to light with that new beginning. It's just the birth of the sun, the birth of the light of the day, sunrise, sunshine, new light, new start. I love it. I love it so much. As you might be able to tell from the way I'm exuberantly and enthusiastically talking about it, I'm genuinely a morning person. That's where I'm at my best, is in the morning. I get up, I have a routine, and I look forward to what's going to take place, and I do my best to get started. And to that point, in the last couple of years, I did an online meditation retreat with Corey Muscara. If you don't know Corey Muscara, I encourage you to look him up. He's a great teacher, great guide, and he's led several online meditation retreats and in-person meditation retreats. But I took part in an online one, and the subject, the theme, the focus was a deep relaxation meditation retreat, teaching us to lean into deep relaxation. And Corey talked about mornings as a concept. And just briefly, just to share a little bit before I get a little bit deeper into the spiritual aspect of mornings. You know, he talked about how mornings can be a great time of the day for us, because when we wake up, there's that sweet spot in that moment when we wake up where our mind's defenses aren't up yet. We don't have those walls, those built-in anxieties or any of that. And the heaviness of life and our memories have yet to come back. But there's that moment where they do start. And it's a good way to care for ourselves in that immediacy of waking up in the morning, where avoid the phone, avoid looking at that tiny little screen, avoid looking at that little black mirror, and avoid the outside world. And perhaps we can lean into connecting with ourselves, as Corey instructs. And when we go from that sweet spot of all of our memories and the heaviness of life sinking in and seeping in, maybe it's also time to connect to ourselves in a way that we see what might need our attention and our care and our love. And we can also start to feel the big feelings in that moment, in the vulnerability of that moment, and in the vulnerability of the morning. So this is, as Corey says, a time where we can truly meet ourselves and love ourselves and care for ourselves and set the moment for our day. Now, this could be 2 minutes, this could be 3 minutes, this could be 15 minutes, this could be an hour, depending on the luxury that we have that we're giving ourselves of the time. But that's what a morning can be, according to Corey. And again, before I get into some deeper stuff, I love the morning. I love what it holds for us. I love what it can be for us. I love what it means for us. And that a morning is a gift of a new day, a new start, a reset, a refreshing newness of a new day. So beautiful. And think about it from the spiritual, the Christian point of view. Go open scripture. Go to Bible Gateway, and in the keyword search, type in morning and see how many references, allusions, settings, narratives take place or refer to the morning. I mean, think about it. Christmas morning is a thing that we love and embrace. And to bookend the other high holy day of the year, Easter morning. These are the two holiest moments of our Christian year, of our Christian journey, of Christianity, the entirety of it itself. Easter morning, Christmas morning. Think about the creation story itself, or the two creation stories. Creation story in Genesis. Each day is being born, and it's being described as darkness followed by light, by a new day, a new morning. In Revelation 22:6, Jesus refers to himself as, I am the root and offspring of David, the bright morning star. Jesus describes himself as a morning star. Think about that wonderful African proverb, however long the night, the dawn will break. The morning will arrive. Think about the wonderful hymn that Cat Stevens immortalized and that I still love to hear sung in churches. Morning has broken. And again, going back to Psalm 30 that my pastor shared, joy comes in the morning. The morning is such a wonderful, holy, sacred concept and idea and reality for the Judeo-Christian journey, as well as other spiritual traditions. You know, I saw recently a pastor on social media. A pastor shared a quote from another pastor, and I want to share it because it really landed for me as well, and it goes to what we're talking about. And this pastor said, I have come to appreciate Advent, this was shared during Advent, so much more without the light-dark binary, the light-dark contrast. Rather, I see darkness as the generative space in which light is conceived and from which light is born, both holy, both life-giving. I love that so much, and it really speaks to a lot of, not what I'm trying to say, but the idea of morning and the birth of light and the birth of a new day. This quote says a lot of new and lovely thoughts, at least for me, about the relationship of the morning and light and darkness in general. Think about that. The generative space in which light is conceived and from which light is born. That is a lovely way to meditatively and thoughtfully expound on the way the light of early morning, the sunrise, the light of a new day is born, that divine process which gives us the gift of the morning, of a new day, of a fresh start, of a new start every day. And you know, to that point as well, we find ourselves here in that shift from Christmas time to New Year. The shift from Christmas to New Year is also that generative space for us as Christians, for us as a society. And, you know, another pastor friend of mine shared this on social media. I get a lot of great ministering to and wisdom from pastors and all wise souls on social media. So please keep it up. Share your gifts, share your wisdom. And to that point, this pastor friend shared something about that shift from Christmas to New Year, which is where we find ourselves, and that shift from the darkness to the light, that generative space. And what this pastor shared was a reading from a man named Howard Thurman, a great minister, teacher, theologian, author, and mentor to many of the great civil rights leaders, including Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Howard Thurman. This individual shared something called the mood of Christmas. And I want to read that because it helps describe this shift of where we find ourselves right now, going from darkness to light, going from the new morning of Christmas to New Year. This is what the mood of Christmas says by Howard Thurman, When the song of angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among people, to make music in the heart. So as Howard Thurman shares with us, it's a reminder that the mood of Christmas that we celebrated recently, it becomes action with the gifts of Christmas morning, but also the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of the gospel of Jesus Christ, becomes the work that we are to do for a new year, a new day, a new start, a new morning. I just want to close with this. I just want to pause for a moment, just close with this. Listen, I know it's tough. I really do. I know that here I am, I'm talking about the morning and espousing on how much I love the morning and trying to preach on the newness and the fresh start that we are granted every day with the morning and how much I love that. But I know that's not something that everybody loves in general, and I know that it's not easy. I know that some of us just aren't morning people. I get it. I know many of us are tired every morning no matter what. We don't feel great every day, every morning. And I know that life is hard. And sometimes life can be really extra hard. Life can be really difficult. And I know that the mindset of a new day, a new start, a new morning every morning may not be easy to embrace every single day. I get it, I really do, and I empathize, and my love and understanding goes out to all of us with that. Sometimes it isn't so much Psalm 30 where joy comes in the morning. I get that that's not an everyday present reality. But I think I just want to remind us, one, to understand that and care for that and be kind and patient to ourselves and others if it's hard every morning, to embrace the gift and the newness of every morning. So let's be kind and patient and empathetic and show ourselves grace with that. So that's number one. Number two, I want to also just remind us that, no two sunrises are ever the same. It's part of the beauty of sunrises, which is just a huge canvas of beauty that is a sunrise. And in addition, part of that beauty is that no two of them are the same. Each one is different. And likewise, no 2 days are ever the same. Every day is different. Every day is different. And I guess I'm just reminding us that we made it. We've made it through every difficult day of our lives so far. We are batting 1,000. We've made it through every difficult and challenging day. We made it through yesterday. And the reality exists that we have been given the gift of a new start. Every morning we are given a gift of a new start. Every breath is a gift of a new start. The word and the idea that I am so attached to morning, that so very much stopped me in its tracks, is a reality. It's a gift, whether we're able to embrace it or not. This is a reminder that hopefully this morning we are all reminded and encouraged to accept the gift of a new morning, of a new start, and do our best, as best we can, to embrace, recognize, and appreciate the gift of a new morning. And if not, we'll try again tomorrow. So my friends, have a good morning and have a very happy new year. Thanks be to God. Amen. Okay, my friends, I love you all. I want to thank you again for stopping by the channel. I want to thank you again for being here. I wish you a beautiful, wonderful love and fellowship with God-filled morning. I wish you joy that hopefully has come in this morning for you. And I wish you peace on your journey. So go in peace. I love you all. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great new year. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.